It's interesting that in Galatians 4:4 it says that Jesus came in the fullness of time, which means that he came in the perfect time, the perfect, exactly when things were ready. And then still, his people, the Jewish people, rejected him as a Messiah. And why? I mean, they had the Old Testament scriptures, and wouldn't someone with the Old Testament scriptures be disposed to accept the Messiah when he comes? And the answer is, of course, yes. If it had truly affected them, which is interesting. In John 8:43, Jesus says this really loaded statement to the Pharisees, the leaders of the people, the Jewish nation at that time. He says, "Why do you not understand my speech? Even because you cannot hear my word, you cannot listen, you cannot receive, you cannot internalize it." And why was that? Well, because yes, they had the Old Testament scriptures, they had the Word of God among them. Okay, they had it, so to say, among them, but not in them. It was in their country. It was in their hands, on the scrolls that they held in their hands. But it wasn't in them. It wasn't in their hearts. It wasn't ruling over their souls. It was just an outside influence, like a floodlight on the outside. It was like noise on the outside, but it wasn't internal. And this is something. I mean, it's a good challenge to us that oh Lord, help us not to be like that. Pharisee for us New Testament believers is not exactly a positive word, but oh God, help that we wouldn't be so. That the Word of God would be an external influence, a noise we hear, but it never becomes, it never gains meaning in our heart, a light that shines on us, but it never takes form, and we never see the person from whom that light comes. And God forbid that the Word of God would never become our own, because in Romans 3, I think verse 2, they had the oracles of God committed to them, and yet the Word of God was not commanding them. It was not leading them. Okay, so they had it in their hands. They were entrusted with the safekeeping. They read it. They published it, but they were not obedient to it. And Jesus often challenged them on this. They had it in their hands, but not in their hearts. And because if they had it in their hearts, they would actually have embraced Christ. So that is a good challenge. It is easy for us to be superficial with the Word of God. It might be among us, but not in us. And God forbid that would be the case with us as it was with them. God bless your day, and may God give you a good meditation on those thoughts. Bye.